In the last episode, we were busy building a town, and I just wanted to take this moment to just make you appreciate those lovely scenes they've put here. I believe they are taken right off the game, so I'm not sure how if they are randomly generated or if they are just like pictures put in the cloud or pictures actually taken by the developers. But I do think they add a lot to the atmosphere, and they look pretty gorgeous. I had a one with the church in the market. It was pretty great, and sadly I couldn't record it because I had to set up OBS properly again. But yeah, I just wanted to point this out, and it's just another bit of Banished that works really well and that I absolutely enjoy and love. With that being said, let's dive right back into the game. We were busy building a tavern, if memory serves. Well, building a tavern and rebuilding a lot of other things. I'm also busy building up my countdown again. Also, a few things to announce. I'm going to say them here, and I might make another announcement video. First off, I will have exams next week. That is the week from the 17th to the 22nd of July, which means I might be a bit scarce in that time. On the right side, it's the last time I'll have exams in my entire life. Well, not necessarily the entire life, but it's the last time I have exams in my entire studying life. So I'm happy about that, and I would like to pass those exams because it's kind of important. I hate having written exams, at least most of them. There are some that I actually enjoyed. It's kind of fun to have an exam when you're prepared, but it's still always stressful, and it's an unpleasant situation, especially if you're not as prepared as you would like to be. It can be quite annoying, and I've had exams veer in both directions. Like, I've had exams where I went out and said, okay, that was surely a good one. Like, I knew everything and almost everything, and that's surely an A or better. Well, not better, but around an A, and it was like barely passed. I suppose I couldn't read my answers. I have a very bad handwriting. And I had exams going the other way where I was sure I failed them, and I ended up passing them. Sometimes even better. Like, I had one where I literally had no idea what I was supposed to write there, but we were allowed to take the script with us. And because we had laboratory practice on most of the days where we had this lecture, I couldn't really go to those lectures because the laboratory thing was obligatory to be there. We were expected to be there. It was listed, and we had to. Yeah, we just had to be there. And I can't be on two places at once. I can be on Christmas, but not in regular semester times. Now, I actually can't be on Christmas either, but pretty damn close to it. And yeah, I went into this exam because it was one of the what's the word for that? It's not mandatory, right? I think that's the other one. Anyway, this was one of the things that I just have to pick 4 points. Like, in a master degree, you have to do a certain amount or a certain lectures, certain modules. You have to take them. Like, in waste management, you have to do the waste management laboratory stuff, which is analyzing waste and then learning about what you do when you analyze this, and then which procedures are due process and which aren't, and all that stuff. So that was we had to be there. And then there are things that you have to do, like 4 different modules or a certain amount of credit points in order to be allowed to do your thesis. That's basically finish studying. So you can say, yeah, I've done more than this basic stuff, and I've looked into certain things. And I'm currently doing that. So I picked that one module because it was only 1 semester long, which was a great point for me. And yeah, it was just it just felt like a nice try. I mean, if you fail those exams, you can't be kicked out. If you failed something that you are supposed to do, that you have to do, then you only have 3 attempts, and then it's over for you. You're kicked out, and that's it. If you fail one of those things, you just do for the points. It doesn't matter. You can't do this particular module anymore if you fail it 3 times, which is kind of hard. But you can pick something else. So that's really not a problem. And that's why I decided to go with that module, or with that exam. It only had 1 exam as a graduation, which is also something you might need to look at if you decide for a module, because there are modules that require you to go to certain field trips. There are modules that require you to do an assignment, to do like a bigger homework. There are some that require you to do an essay. There are some that require you to do like a week in the laboratory or something, or several exams, or that just span over several semesters. There's like one huge module about nuclear technology, which I didn't pick, but that would have been 1 over 4 semesters with like a whole lot of of lectures and stuff. Like, it was its own separate field of studies, an own separate course, shrunken down a bit, but still an own course. And you could have done that, and it would have netted you those 20 points, but you would have to pass everything on the way. I'm rambling again. Damn. So my voice might be a bit scratchy today, because the weather is actually very, very awful right now in Germany. It's not quite summer weather as you'd expect. Germany actually has pretty hot summers, but this is more of the... it's actually more leaning towards an autumn. It's rainy, it's pretty cold, although for summer it's actually pleasant temperatures. But yeah, it's raining most of the time, which is really annoying. It's pretty hefty storms lately too, and it's just unpleasant for summer. That being said, I hope the weather is going to be better in about 2 weeks, because there is the second announcement I have to make. I'm glad I actually got this into one video. We have a merchant we don't really need. We have 54,000 food. Did I? I think I did the crop rotation. If not, it won't kill us if we forget it 1 year. Anyway, a second announcement, right. I have a new job at a company, at an international company that is environmental engineering. It actually does all sorts of engineering stuff. And they hired me as a student assistant, so it's still kind of low paid. It's above minimum wage, but it's not that much above it. But it's there. Also, we might want to release one of the builders. Anyway, I might be going on a field trip. Or not a field trip, it's actually a business trip. I'm employed, it's a business trip, not a field trip. I'm not a student anymore. Well, I'm not for that purpose. So I might be on a business trip, which means I will be unable to record for about 5 days. So if you don't see anything, I will try to use my phone to keep up to date on stuff, but I can't promise that I will be able to record. Actually, I can promise I won't be able to record. I can't promise that I will be able to respond to comments in due time, because I'm supposed to work there for like 5 to 10 hours, depending on the day. And yeah, that's just the announcement. I might be away. On the other hand, it is a very well paid thing, because business trips are paid better than regular work, because you have to be away. You get money for food, you get money for your stay, you get all this paid. It's free, it's on the company. And since it's quite a lot of working hours I'm going to rake in, it really is well paid, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so that's actually a good thing, and I'm happy I can announce this. As much as I'm not too happy that I won't be able to record for a while. So yeah, exams and this, so the next 2 weeks might be a bit low on videos. I'll try to record during the next week, but I can't do too much because I really want to pass those exams. Okay, we actually have 2 laborers again. We are very low on students. I don't like that, because if this number is low, you know that you're not going to have that many adults replacing your losses in the near future. Also, we have 1 grave over here. Oh, we built a 2nd graveyard. Quite a big one too. This is our biggest graveyard, and it's already pretty full. But we are still also way behind in housing. We have 69 homes and 140 families. That's not good. We're also short on steel, short on coal, so we can't make steel tools. We're short on fuel, which is why I believe people will grab all the coal they can get from the mines. And I believe it's also a problem that this is so far away from everything that can store stuff like that. Because coal, I believe, would need to be stored in the central storage area, which is this one. What was it put in here? I believe coal goes in here as well. So it can only be placed here or at the market, which is currently under construction. Or in either of those markets here. Those markets here. This one. I meant this one. Which is pretty much full right now. So there we have a bit of a problem. And I believe this really affects the productivity of those buildings in general. Actually, those shouldn't be too affected, aside of the forest lodge. But yeah, hunters and herbalists and gatherers should not be too affected by this, because they are well, because they just are not delivering to markets. Only they can deliver to any storage barn, and we have quite a few of those. So they should still have something reasonably close, like this one here, which actually has mushrooms and herbs and venison and berries. So this is definitely being stored or stocked by this foresty bit here. I might need another of those as well, but I currently don't have the workers to support one of those. It's a bit saddening, really. I would like to get more, but I can't. Also, how about this? I saw some iron here. Did I already sign the... did I already slate this for removal? There. See that? That's iron. And even some stones. So, let's see. Get everything that's stone. Oh no, that's stone. There'll also be some iron here. No, oh, there is. That's iron. So we're going to grab that. And I think I want the bridge over here. Which was a way to scroll quicker. I don't want the bridge to cut through the forest, because that takes away area from these gathering places. Like every tree you replace with a building or structure or whatever is going to take away from your overall do you have resources from your potential to gather, and that's just not good. Also, we don't need food merchants. You're like several years late, my friend. And I'm not sure you can freeze at 8 degrees Celsius. Actually, you can. It can be quite chilly. But most of our people should be wearing wool coats, so you should not be freezing at 8 degrees Celsius. And this should be Celsius. I'm pretty sure I set this to temperature in degrees Celsius. Or centigrade, as some of you people put it, I think. Okay, so announcements out of the way. We still haven't started building the tavern here, because we're actually short on iron. Just a bit. And I believe this is actually more important to get done. With only one builder, because that's the most expendable job, in my opinion. I could actually also expend some farmers right now, because I have plenty of food. But I prefer to not do that. I prefer to stick it that way and just keep building. Although we do need some tools, so what I might actually do is find a blacksmith. That's not a blacksmith. I had one down here, and I believe I had one down here. No, I'll take that one because this one had logs and iron. And I'll tell him to make iron tools for now. So he will get to work and hopefully start outfitting people again, which will increase our productivity. Because we are taking quite a bit of a penalty there for not having any tools. I'm not sure if I should also build more pastures, but I really don't feel like doing that. It might get us something else, but a bit more stuff. But right now we're actually not in need of those. I mean, look at this. There is food literally lying there. Look at it here. There, that's chicken. It looks a bit like chicken legs, but judging from the size, this is the entire chicken. So apparently we're getting ostrich legs from those chicken farms, which is kind of impressive. We're having food outside the barn because we can't squeeze it in anymore. This is how much food we have, and that's why I don't want to build another pasture. Even though we might need both the leather and the wool, we would get. But I'm not breaking a sweat over it. We have 100 coats, and we got a bunch of stuff from those, and we just don't need more. I mean, I'm only selling those coats, and right now I don't have much to sell them for. And that's kind of a luxury problem. But yeah, we're just sitting on coats that we can't really use because there is nothing we can trade for. The only thing I would be willing to trade for right now are resources, because we don't need food. We're going to make booze very soon. We have an okay storage of logs. We're getting some firewood. Not enough, by any stretch, not enough. But yeah, resources are the thing we're short on. And the thing I need to store up on again. But yeah, that's pretty much all for now. I'm going to record another episode because I can and because I kind of have to. I mean, I'll try to prepare videos for the next 2 weeks, but I really can't promise anything. I'll also have to see how easy it'll be. I believe it's possible to record or to release them from the phone. But I'm not sure if you'll all get a notification if I do so, so just check the channel every now and then. Alternatively, I might go and, although I don't want to do that right now, I could go and monetize my videos and just not activate it for any videos. Because I believe that as a YouTube partner, you can actually schedule your releases. So if I get those videos uploaded in time, I can just say, okay, you release this one next Friday and this one the Friday after that. And I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I kind of don't want to. What is that, by the way? Oh, textiles. That is all the textiles, I believe. I think this is the sum of, let's see, inventory. Before we break up the video, I want to see that. We have 180 leather, and we should have... Yeah, that's the sum of leather and wool, so that's basically the amount of coats you can make if you only use one resource. We're making the good coats though, so we do need a bit more. Okay, you have iron tools. I kind of want those. We kind of want those because I need to stock up again. So we'll put in 40 of those, not 4. I meant 40 of those. And then we'll trade. That will also very, very slightly alleviate the stores here. Not really though, because let's face it, 40 items out of those thousands we have won't really make a difference. But I believe I can break up the episode now, so I'll see you all then. Bye!